So today we'll be discussing about the Splunk related activities. Okay. So I have a couple of slides from Splunk. We'll be going through them, and in between we'll be doing the practice related to them. Okay. Let's start. Yeah. If you see this Splunk, if any event comes, okay, what is its life cycle? Okay. When an event comes, what is its life cycle? See, if any event comes here, first initially it will be given to the what? Indexer. Correct, right? Any event from externally comes, it will be stored in the indexer. So if you want anything like if you want to access those things, you should use search. Okay, Splunk search engine. Okay, you have to use to access those logs. Okay, search engine is also one component over there. So first you will collect the logs in the indexer and you will be sending it to the search engine. Okay, so there are something called as add knowledge. Add knowledge means there might be some context you'll be putting. Like if any field, if there is no meaning for any specific field, you are going to assign some field name for it. Okay. Some knowledge also you will be going to add for that. Okay. So data is there, but you don't know what it is. What it is. So somehow your developer told you that, oh, this information is this, which Splunk cannot identified what type of data it is. Still you can add some context to it from your side. Okay, and then after that like you can actually, this knowledge is not only that, like you are giving some queries and everything, whatever you have right, you can use them in such a way that like you can create an alerts, or you can create the reports or dashboards using them. So this is the entire life cycle of the Splunk. Okay, so what and all you can do, like which and all logs you can do. This can be used for application management, operation management. Application management means you have a web development server, okay, where your application is hosted, like google.com. Okay, now that particular google.com, okay, what's happening, like what is the current status of the application, what is the current version of the application, okay, what are all, like adding new files to it, removing new file to it, all those things, whatever it is happening, you can monitor. That application can be monitored from the Splunk. Okay, and also operation management is someone is getting updating the system. Okay, what is the current status of the network, what is the current status of the what do you say, the traffic, and what is the current status of the various servers. All those things you can see from the operational perspective. Okay, and security and compliance. Okay, security and compliance also you can monitor it. Okay, so these are some important things that. So what kind of data you are copying, I mean, like you are collecting, you will be collecting the logs from a system, means a computer, any system. It can be like a normal Windows server or Linux server, anything. Okay, or network devices like routers, switches, firewalls. Okay, or virtual machines. If you go to the office, okay, most of the companies, they are giving VDIs. Okay, in the sense, at one system you will be just using the login and password. Somewhere in the your virtual environment, there is one account created for you of your Windows machine. You will access from this machine to that machine, and you will be, whatever the operations you do from here will be reflecting over there. Okay, so your data will be there in the virtual machine somewhere. Okay, so all those logs you can connect. Okay, so internet devices, like say for example, the some devices which are in the cloud. Okay, like you have some instance, or some you have some instance like Amazon instance, or you can have some Azure instance, or something, some server, something you have kept. All those devices also you can monitor using the, you can collect the data from there. Okay, and communication devices, any mobile or phone or anything, whichever sends the data. And the sensors, as I said, like someone is actually entering into the office, uses some sensors like activation of some cards, whatever you do tap it on the front door of the office, the door will open. So that all works with the sensors, right? Okay, infrared or all those things. Okay, and like if a place where some people can use it for like collecting the data sensors, like there is a compound is there fencing where which no one should enter into that location. So sensors will be collecting. There are some important servers are there. So no one should. Some sensors will detect a person entered into that location. All those things also can be data can be collected. And as I said, database also. Okay. So, so these are the different sources what I can say. And these are the type of data that you'll get. Logs, configurations, messages, call data records, okay, alerts, okay, metrics, all the scripts, changes, whatever you do, they will be generating what? Some kind of events, okay. Ultimately, the logs, okay. These also everything can be like recording or statement kind of thing, okay. So you transferred money from you to someone, that will be recorded as a statement record, right? Oh, this amount has been sent from you to other person. Okay, one line it will be. So that will be used as a proof that you have done something. Okay, it is very important for the sake of, as I said here, compliance also very much important. Uh, okay, for compliance also, it is very much important. Okay, okay. Now, coming to how Splunk works. Okay, Splunk has got search header. Okay, search head is here. Okay, and you have indexer. Okay, and you have different data sources. Data sources are sending data to the indexer. Okay, like this. And person who is whatever the type, whatever you type in the Splunk search bar is there, right? That will be like taken care by the search header, and it will ask the indexer to help you in getting the whatever the logs sent to this particular thing. Okay, now I would like to tell how it is going to do it. Let me show you small example. Don't save. Okay. See, whatever the records that you are getting stored, okay, 20 minutes here, 20 minutes here, one directory, another 20 minutes, another one directory, another 20 minutes, one directory, like that. Okay. Why you have to create it like this? So for every search, okay, what you are telling, okay, you are giving specific amount of duration you give, like morning 9, last 15 minutes. Then it doesn't require for you to go through entire Splunk indexer. Just take the indexers which are relevant. So this 15 minutes falls within this alone, this folder in the index. Okay, it will take that particular part and it will display all the results for whatever the timestamp, first 15 minutes logs. Those events it will be displayed. Okay, so the search query whatever you are giving, okay, it will try to find out only that particular thing. Okay, and one thing you have to remember, when you have the indexer, okay, indexers will be storing different data, I mean like data from different sources, okay, with the in the form of source type. This is security logs from that machine. These are the say for example system logs. These are the audit logs. Okay, there are some logs which you have received. So this is the security logs, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, like that. This is system logs, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, and 15 minutes. And this is 15 minutes, 15 minutes, and 15 minutes. Okay, and this all security logs, whatever the 15 minutes you received, may be from multiple machines. Okay, this machine, and this machine. All together, okay, they are going here only. In this particular source type, every 15 minutes, all the secure. If you are from these systems itself, instead of secure, if I say system logs, okay, system logs will go like this. From different location or different folder, that is called a source of different source type. Okay, go here. Okay, but if I want to filter only this machine's logs, means in the search you have to clearly specify. Okay, that's why 3 fields are common if you see in the left side of any Splunk, that you will see it in some time. That is host, okay, the machine which is processing, okay, and the source type, okay, and the last part is source. Source means which folder it received the logs from this system. That is source. Source type means which type of logs it is. That is source type. And host means from which machine the logs are received. Okay. So those things are called as, this is host. This is the one host. This is another host. So if I want to say, okay, so if I want to see, say for example, security logs of only this machine. So this is H1, H2, H3. So this belongs to one index. Index is equal to I1. Okay. So what I have to do? Index is equal to I1. Okay. Okay. Then what you have to go? What you have to give? Source type is equal to?
Source type,
Source type is equal to?
whatever type of
Yes,
type of
one.
logs,
Okay.
server or
Security.
the system.
Security. Okay. Okay. Now I want it from only this machine. Only this machine. Then host is equal to H1. Correct, right? Then I will give the timestamp last 15 minutes. Okay. Then it will display only logs from this machine. Got it? Okay. Now you have narrowed down in this also. Instead of displaying 15 minutes logs, within 15 minutes, okay, how many belongs to this host, might be like 10 or 15, whatever it is, this, those logs only will be displayed. What happens if you put this here? What happens if you put this here? Before to that, you are putting heavy weight on the indexer, because first index is equal to I1 you have taken. So first it will go to this indexer. Okay. Then you said host. Host means to load this entire host 1 logs. Host 1 logs means, okay, here also host 1 logs are there. Here also host 1 logs are there. Here also host 1 logs are there in this indexer. Am I correct or not? You tell me that.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So
yes, correct.
then it will load everything. So now you are by keeping the host here, you are increasing the pressure or reducing the pressure on the indexer?
Increasing the pressure only.
Increasing the pressure. So that is the reason. Always
Yes,
blindly one thing you remember. First take indexer and then take source type. Then whatever you want you do. Got it? Rule 1. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Understood, everyone? Teja? Okay. Now, Teja is there, right? Okay. Now, Subrata?
Stuck అవుతుందమ్మా.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Too much stuck, huh? Okay. Fine. Let it be. Now what I'm telling is indexer is here. Okay. So the host should be always you give. If you want, you can give it after time. Only on specific machine, if you debug, that time only you will use. But usually you don't require it, because the overall system, what is happening, you want to see, right? So that's why until unless on a specific machine what is happening, you don't see it. But as an organization wide, you have to write query for entire all those systems, right? So usually very rarely you will use this. When you are doing investigation only, you will give host and all. Okay, let's come back.
Sir,
Okay.
can you repeat again?
Huh?
Will you be able to repeat again, sir?
Okay, I'll tell you.
The
See,
H1 part is confusing.
H1 part is confusing. Okay, let me show you once again this. Okay. This is one host. Okay, this is another host. This is another host. Okay, H1, H2, host 3. Names of each host. Okay, in the Splunk. Okay, now you are storing the data in the form of source types predominantly. Correct, right? Security. Okay, system,
Application.
and this is some audit, something, some other logs. Okay, now Here folder 1, folder 2, folder 3 are there in this machine. 3 folders are sending. This is sending security. Okay. This folder is sending system, and this folder is sending audit. Same way, okay, these machines are also sending
Following the same trend. Okay.
security, one folder, 3 folders are there in this machine. Second folder is sent this one, third folder this. Same way like this.
Yes.
Is this clear or not?
Yes,
First
sir.
of all, you tell me.
Sure.
Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Every individual system is sending 3 types of logs.
Logs. Okay, all of
Yes.
them security logs are stored here. So
Yes, sir.
now in security, how many types of logs are there? You tell me. How many systems logs are there?
Present scenario 3. H1,
Three.
H2, H3.
H3.
3.
Okay. H1,
3.
H2, H3.
H3. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you tell me. Here also H1, H2, H3. H1, H2, H3. Okay. Now what I'll do is, now I will, this is the indexer. Index I is the index I is the name which I have given. Okay. Now source type means like type of logs which you are storing here. Okay. System means type of like some other logs, system related logs. Audit means audit logs you are storing here. Correct, right? Now I want to search for logs. Okay. Now you have to tell me. First what I'll do, I'll take index.
Index.
Correct, right?
Yes, sir.
Index. I want to collect the logs related to the H1. Okay. I want to collect security logs related to the H1. So index is equal to, okay, I. Huh? Index is equal to I. Okay. Now,
Yes.
next what I'll do, I want logs related to H1. Okay. Host is equal to H1 I'll give. What happens now, you tell me. Which and all logs will be displayed in the table for me now?
H1, H2,
All three logs will store.
Yes.
System and audit.
Here security logs of H1 also displayed. Okay, security logs, the system logs of
Audit.
H1 will be displayed.
System logs,
Okay,
audit.
audit logs of all the audit logs here in H1 is also
H1.
displayed. Okay,
Yes, sir.
then you want to
But that is not our requirement.
yes. Now how many events you got here? 3 events. Correct, right? Example I'm giving.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You
Yes.
got 3 events.
Yes.
Okay, three logs only we have. Example. Okay, so I got 3 events. Then I will say source type is equal to security. Okay, that time whatever the output here again it will do check wherever the security. Then this 3 logs again it will do search and it will say that okay, now I have to check only the H1 log. So it will display only now which one? This one, right? Okay, security. Okay, H1 only one log will be displayed at the end. Correct, right? So first only you have put lot of pressure on the index. I mean like in search head. Okay, to getting logs from here and here and here. Correct, right? To avoid that, what you have to do is index is equal to I. Okay. Then you have to tell what logs you want. Security means source. Source type is equal to security you give. Okay. Then it will immediately go here. Okay. And host is equal to search head will be here. It is not moving 3 instances. Only one instance only it will be pointing. But here 3 instances it is pointing. Correct, right? So which one it will be fast now? This one will be fast, right? Only pointing to single instant it will be fast, right? Because all the logs within here. But here one instance it has to work. Parallelly here also one instance it has to work. That is here. And here one instance. So 3 instances of search head to be working there. But here only one instance of search head is enough. So host is equal to H1 when you say one event directly it will be displayed because you are storing only one instant here. That is in that it directly gives you one thing. Here 3 instances. H1, H1, H1. 3 instances you are pointed out. Now is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
fine. Okay. Now that is the thing. Okay, let me cut. So search head's main work is to point where and all data is there, right? For searching. Okay. It will be taking care of it. in indexers. Okay, let's move. Okay, uh, let us. Okay, there are like Splunk apps are there. Okay, as soon as when you say 190, sorry, 127 dot. Okay, 1. Okay, localhost, localhost. Something is done. I have done something, I guess. Okay, okay. Let us see here. Where it is, man? Schedule. Why I want schedule catalog? I have to go my learning. Where it is? Oh my God, my learning path. Let me check this. My learning. Okay. Resume. Okay, here. Okay. Let it be. If you see here, there are so many apps which I have installed. Correct, right? Usually by default, two apps will be there in Splunk. One is search app. Okay. And another one is this. Uh, okay, search app, and another one is console console app. Correct, right? Okay, these all these apps will be there. Okay, but you consider search app is there. See, this algorithm related thing and this Palo Alto related things which I have installed on my own. Okay, so you will be having lot of apps. Whatever you want, you can go and search and get it. Okay, okay. Now let us move here. Okay, what are Splunk enhanced solutions? Okay, like you have some different kind of what do you say? Solutions that Splunk will provide. One is Splunk ITSI for IT services related thing. For security, enterprise security, UBA is also there. That is nothing but nowadays they call it as like security orchestration or something like that. Okay. Okay. There are three types of roles in the Splunk. Okay. I'll tell what are those three apps. Okay. Now, if you are a user, okay, you whatever the queries you write here, okay, only for you it is available. Okay, you cannot share with others whatever the query you create, whatever the dashboard you create. Okay, you cannot share with anyone within your organization. Means you don't have the privileges. Okay, because you should not. They are not giving the privileges for you because of like you might be like expert or you might not be expert. Okay, that's why whatever you want, you create some dashboards and share it with your manager in the form of code, Excel, I mean, in form of notepad or in the form of some wordpad you write and you share it with him. Okay, your lead or someone. Okay, they will review it, and if they like it, if it is everything is good, the code, whatever the query you have written, okay, for the dashboard, they will approve it. Okay, and they won't let you to publish it. What they do is the dashboards, whatever you will see, whatever you will be seeing, if I click here, say for example here, yours, when I click, these are my own dashboards. Okay, only these four are my dashboards. There are so many other dashboards. Okay, these are like so many other dashboards are there. So yours means only you cannot share. Okay, see these are all like private. These are all private. Okay, so you will be your all your dashboards are private. Means user means like you and me who are new to the company, who are just joined in the organization. Usually, if the company doesn't provide okay any privileges, but still if we are working for our sake, that particular whatever the queries we write and create the dashboards, okay, those dashboards we cannot others will not see our dashboards. But if you want to see those dashboards means you should share your code to the power users. Okay, power users, if they approve it, they will take that code from their name, they will publish it. Means on your name it won't be there. use on their name it will be there, or power user's name will be there. Okay, they are not admins. They can just share the apps, means the dashboards to entire our team, entire SOC team, everyone will view it. IT team, others teams, who are like your managers, other teams, they can view it now. Okay, users are just like you can access the dashboard which they have shared with you. You can view them. Okay, power users, they can create the dashboards also. Okay, and they can publish. You can also create, but it will be viewed to you only. You can clone any dashboards of others and you can use as yours only. Okay, but you cannot publish your dashboards. No one will see it also. Okay, only power users dashboards others can actually see. Okay, admin. Admin is the one who is the main top, like adding the users, removing the users. Okay, and giving the roles, whether this guy is a power user or this guy is a normal user, that kind of roles, everything will be taken care by the admin. Okay, like adding the data sources, removing the data sources, alerts creation, sometimes approval. What are all user and power user having, right? All those roles will be there for admin as well. Okay, but admin roles, power user won't be having. Power user roles, user won't be having. Remember that. Whatever the users roles are there, right? Power user will be having it by default. Consider only two types of people here out of three when it comes to the development in our team, SOC development team. Okay, SOC team. The creation of the dashboards and all will be published by who? Officially published by
Power user.
power user, because they have the permissions to
It's
creating the dashboards and alerts. Got it? Okay. And users are just they can create the dashboards, but it cannot be, it will be private only. Okay. Two only dashboard when you create, whether it is public or private. So a user creates, it is always public. A power user creates, he can change that whatever he created from public to private to, okay, just he'll be getting here one option. You will just click on that, like here, edit something. Whatever the private, he will be changing it to public. Got it, guys?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
that's it. Okay.
so
Now,
L1 analyst will have a power user.
no,
role.
user.
Only user.
Yes, L1's, yeah, user only. Okay.
Yes.
Users having only read access.
Yes, kind of read access. But no, you can create, but privately you can create, which will not be displayed to anyone.
Okay.
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 You are
Okay.
controlling it.
Okay.
Yeah, correct. Okay. So logging into the Splunk. Okay. You can enter the username and password. Just log in. You will see this thing appears. That is called as this is search app will be appeared. Okay. For you. Okay. Now there are two apps, as I said. One is like data uploading app, and another one is search app. Data uploading app, like you can add the data in different ways. Okay. Uh, Let me show you that. Add data. Okay. This is one app. Okay. So you can upload any data that is, these are like, gives you some information if you want to collect OS logs, what you have to see, network log sources. It gives you more information about the logs, whatever you have, right? So to understand them, okay, about those logs, okay, all those best practices, that like the information about those logs, you can go through here. Okay. Yeah. So these are all not required for you as of now. Okay. But you have to go through this one. You can upload the logs. Okay. Like using a file. Okay. It can be XML file, XLS file, means Excel file, or it can be JSON file, or any kind of log. You can just select it. Okay. And say now I'm storing, say for example, www. Okay. Sorry. www1 example. Okay. Okay. Take this. Okay. Copy it. Okay. Instead of here, I'll put it here. Okay. and I want to upload the secure logs. This is my source, whatever I was telling, right? Source from which location the log is coming. This is a log file. Usually in real time, you'll be seeing this as a path. And host, which path? Host will be there, right? The name of the system, and the source means the file. Okay. So this one, okay. And now you click next. Okay. Now it identified that these logs are secure logs. If you are not getting it, okay, what you can do is, let me, operating system Linux secure. Okay, here, this is the Linux secure logs example. I'll just select it. Okay, now it identified timestamp, all those things it identified by default. Okay, now let me click next. I have identified the source type. Now I am going to the next portion. Okay, now I am going to the next portion. Guys, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Raghav, we are unable to hear your voice.
Sorry. I was shouting myself. Okay, you have seen now source type, correct, right? Already you have seen now source type, because what did I do? Source type, converted whatever the logs it was selected as default to. I went to the operating system. I know these are secure logs Linux, so I selected that option. Okay, now click next. Okay, now it asked me to enter the what do you say, the host name. Host name by default, from which machine the logs are getting uploaded. Okay, so this is my system name. If you go here, see this. Okay, this is my system name. That system, wherever the logs are getting generated, right, that particular machine name, it will be displayed for the other machines. Okay, so then the index name, okay, where you want to put these logs. Okay, so if I have any, see, this is the very first time I'm uploading the logs. Okay, then what I'll do, I'll be creating a new index. Index is equal to, say for example, index is equal to I1. I will give I1. Okay, just as I said earlier, I1. These are all events only. These are all not any metrics or something. Metrics means it will have some values and everything. This is only events. Okay. Okay. Then nothing else is required. All these things just leave as it is. Okay. Just to save it. Now you have click next. Okay. Now it will give you to review. Okay. The host is yes. The source type is Linux secure. Yes. The file means source. Okay. Whatever you get it. And click next here. Okay. Guys, you have to remember, just click search. It will, you can verify whether whatever the uploaded things are there or not. Okay. You see this now. So source is log, host is this one, index is this, and secure, these logs are there. And one thing you have to remember, I said from looking at the logs, okay, it has actually identified the selected fields. Means these are, it knows, the system knows these are the important fields. Okay. And if you see, observe carefully, there is a or hash, anything in it is getting displayed here. Some places a is there, some places hash is there. You know what it is? The fields. Okay. Host name is a name, which are alphabetical things are there. Okay. Source is something, alphabetical things are there. Secure, source type is alphabets are there. If you take action, alphabets are there. That's why A. Apps is alphabets are there. Okay. But date, everything is numbers. See. Okay. Hours. This is values. Okay. Month, day. Okay. This is also very 20 month, day. Okay. This is 14th day, 15th day, 16th day, 12th day, like that. Say, that's why you have a or hash. If someone asks you what is that means, you have to tell what type of data is in it. Type of data. It is a number or it is a alphanumeric. Okay, A means alphanumeric. Hash means only number. See, only number. Did you find any hash with alphanumeric? No, only number. See, only number. Is it clear till here, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Shall we proceed further
Yes, sir.
down? Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine.
Yes.
Get back.
Yes.
Oh, where it is? Yeah, here. Okay. So this part, anyhow, nothing is required for us. Okay. So let's see this particular part. Okay. Error logs here itself. Okay. Now I want to know the error logs. Okay. Index is equal to I1, I'll give. Okay. Now I want to know the error logs. You need not to see anything. Just give error. Just click on that. Okay. All time. Okay. There are no error logs. Fantastic. R I1, I'll give error. No error logs are there here. Yeah, no error logs are there. Okay. Let me try failed. Failed. Okay. Okay. Now you got all the failed, wherever the failed search term is there, you have got it. Okay. You have got wherever the failed search term is there, you got it. But if you observe it, automatically, okay, automatically, thus when I selected source type, these fields are resolved automatically. Okay, identified by this thing. Some of the event types are authentication events, some of the error events, but some of them are OS events, remote, yes. But these are error is a field. Okay, so now failed is there, and I want to identify password. Failed is there. Failed password, how many is there? I want to check that. Okay, failed password. Okay, now it has come 8,798. Okay, let me take only failed 8,798, and this is also 798. Okay, now, so what it is happening is, okay, it is doing like this internally without doing anything. Like search for this, search for this. Whatever you give without any is equal to also, it will think it as a search item. Okay, Splunk knows only searching, doesn't know anything. Okay, whatever the command also you give, a is equal to 10 means it will search. Index is there or not, in that what it is there. Okay, if there is anything like stats also you say, right, this is after search, whatever the output comes, you are taking it. Okay, you are doing the transformations. Okay, but before to that everything is search. Okay, now failed login, so many events are there. Okay, now I want to know, okay, say for example, uh, failed passwords itself. Okay, wherever it is there, but I don't know whether some of them are got failed or something like that. Just I'll put star. Remaining letters, whatever it is there, you consider. But if anything is failed is there, fail with ending with anything, failed or fails or faily or anything, you just show me like that. Okay, that also you can do searching in this way also. Okay, you see here, see that will also work. Okay, you can do like that. Okay, now if you, I would like to show you one thing. Okay, now I want to know the, say for example, um, what I want. Let us secure logs we will see. Okay, parallelly. Okay, now we will discuss about the secure logs. Okay, we have already discussed once, but let us discuss more in depth. Okay, guys, the first field, what it is, this is the timestamp field. Okay, so this timestamp, the time it received at the indexer. Got it right? The time it received at the indexer. Okay. The second one, the source from, what do you say? Uh, this is the, yeah, this is the system where the logs are generated. Okay, you don't consider it as host because this is the folder in www folder, right? So that's why by default it is there. Okay, but usually it will be the location from where the logs, the system name, actually this should be here, but these are the logs which are already there in the form of this particular thing. Okay, where it is, yeah, if you see this secure logs, okay, this ww1 is there, right? Where, from which machine the logs are generated was there already, all these logs. Okay, so that is the reason the name difference is there, just ignore it. Okay, so the machine where the logs are generated. Okay, and this is the app. Okay, the process name, and our process means a app. Okay, you can say it whatever you want. Okay, say, see here. Okay, SSHD, secure socket. Why, I don't know, SSHD. Okay, so this is the process name or application name, and this is the process ID. Okay, and this is the type of, what is this? The message till here, everything. Okay, so it is clearly mentioning from which machine it has received this particular failed message. That is the here source IP address. Okay, source IP address. This is from which machine it received. Okay, and what else you have? The port number. Which port you have received it? 2418. This is the port number. Where it is? Source. This is a process. I don't want it. Source port. Source port. Yeah, here it is. Okay, this is the ports at which the someone tried to login attempt someone has done at this particular port or something. Okay, means like someone used SSH. SSH. Okay, not here. Let me show you guys. SSH login. Okay, with password. Okay, command line. Let us see. Image. Sorry, images. Let me check. Okay. Okay. Let me check you. Ooh. here it should be somewhere. Okay, let us take this. Okay, SSH keys in something like that. So this is the port number, something they have trying to access it. Let me show you some other any other useful ways. No. Okay, because whatever you do means um, different port numbers you have to like people will be trying to access using some location, some port. Okay, this is IP address. Default port is of SSH is what? 20? 22? What it is?
20,
22?
22,
23, I think.
23.
FTP.
23?
23.
23?
Telnet.
23 is
Telnet
telnet.
23 might be.
Yeah, that's what.
22
22 is
SSH.
that is what 22. Guys,
22,
don't confuse
22,
me,
sorry.
guys. These guys don't confuse me, guys. Okay,
22,
okay,
sorry.
22
okay.
SSH.
So, but they are trying to do with some other port number. Someone is trying to reach. Okay, just remember. Okay. So just remember. So now, and this and this will be usually the same when you see in the real time. Okay. Here they are looking different. We could have actually changed during our source type creation, right? Okay. The name, the host name, we would have given this www, but instead our system name we have given. I should have actually removed and kept it, so it would have been very clear for you. Next time for others, I'll do that. But now you consider this is also WW1 from which system we have received the logs. Okay. Okay. The host name of the machine. Okay. So now this is the source. As I said, source means the folder from where you have received these logs. Okay. Uh, and the source type, it is the type of the logs. Okay. Now secure logs, is it clear for you guys? Linux secure logs, every one of you guys.
Yep.
Okay. Let
It's
us
clear.
like we have,
Clear.
yeah. We'll move on while going through small like these are very small event types, right? We can cover them now itself. Like the same secure logs will be there for route firewalls also, the same secure logs. Like system wise, some people can actually log in and they can update the systems. All those things also they can do, right? So any Linux system, you can take firewall, WAF, or anything. Systems logs will be like this only. Okay. So one time if you learn, it is applicable for all those systems. But traffic logs will be getting changed. Okay. We will see what and all later. But this is the different types of logs. Okay. Say now let us move to they are giving some examples here, scenarios. Okay. Now let us see. Let us deep dive into it. I just want to show you indexer, searcher, and forwarder. Three important things. Forwarder will forward the logs. Is a software which it will be installed on the client machines. Okay. Client machines means where the source machines, which from where the logs will be sent to the clients, I mean servers. So from here you will be send the logs to the indexer. Okay. Search header will use the search head to identify the logs which are the user is expecting, whichever the commands he has given in the search bar. Okay. Then indexer you will be getting it from different sources, and I said the data will be stored in the form of timestamp based folders. Now you got it clarity, right? Huh? All the logs from different sources, indexer will receive it, and indexer they are segregated in the form of timestamp based. Okay. Next. Okay. Whenever like uh, this whatever it is called as knowledge objects, whatever the knowledge objects, let me show you guys. Okay. Once if you create some search head, okay, searching when you do what and all you can do. Okay. Okay. See, you can create reports and all everything, right? Am I correct or not?
Yes.
using the data. Using the
Yes.
data, what
Yes.
and all you can create. Okay. You can create alerts, correct, right? You can create
Yes.
some
Correct.
using the same data. If there is no information related to specific data, you can create your own fields also, right? If field name is not specified, if field name is not automatically identified by Splunk, then you can create your own fields, right? You can create tags also. You can create lookups, means like search results are there. Okay, wherever the IP address, this IP address comes, okay, tell them that this particular range of IP address is some US based IP address. So it will be showing US here instead of like this. So I'll show it later. Lookups and all will come. Means the data, whatever you have, okay, you can take them and you can create them as knowledge objects. Okay, you can create them as knowledge objects. Okay, so knowledge objects are nothing but like you can use knowledge objects by extracting the data, and you can create whatever the data you collected and filtered, and you can represent in whichever way you want. Okay, all reports, dashboards, alerts, the own fields, whatever you create, okay, and whatever the system gets identified automatically, and whatever the lookups you create, whatever everything, whatever you do is nothing but knowledge objects. Okay, knowledge objects are nothing but the search heads can be created to extract the additional fields and transforms them data without changing the underlying index data. Correct, right? When you create any report, is it modifying any data in the search? I mean, like in the indexer? No, we are just taking the data. Correct, right? But you are transforming it into different formats. Am I correct or not, guys?
Yes. Yes.
That's it. Knowledge objects is that take the data, do whatever you want. That's it. Okay. Now, as I said, like you can create visualization reports, statistical reports, and as well as charts, everything you can create. Like first part, forwarder. Okay. So for Splunk Enterprise, what you'll do, either you can take any logs from one system and you forward it to where? Indexer. Okay. So just it will be sending the logs, okay, from so and so system to so and so indexer. Okay, so as soon as an indexer receives it, okay, it will be putting its own timestamp because the time it received it. Okay, now um, there are like advanced level, some concepts are there. Okay, like a deployment server, cluster manager, cluster master, and enterprise license masters. Okay, for the enterprise solutions. Why? Because it is mostly the admin part which we are not required, but we will discuss to 1 or 2 minutes now. Okay, deployment servers means like say for example, like so and so data source you have. Okay, so and so package you have to implement. Okay, all those things, your Splunk related activities, everything you will be managed using the deployment servers. Cluster master means like you have huge, very big company. Okay, but one indexer is not enough. Okay, so what you'll be doing is you'll be creating cluster at one place, for indexer at one place. Okay, there you'll be having multiple indexer, two indexers here, another two indexers, another location, another two indexer in another location, like that. And there might be a chance like this data, whichever is there, another one more copy in another location. Okay, to make sure like this gets fail safe mechanism to place all those cluster related things. Okay, and sometimes um, search heads means whatever the request you fire from the search bar, right? Whatever you fire from this search bar, right? It will go to the search head somewhere. Okay. Okay. Somewhere in the search head here, somewhere. Let me show you here. Okay. When you give this query, and it will go to the search head. Okay. Now one search head is there. Okay. And multiple indexers are there. Okay. So, okay. Now I have data I'm asking from 4 different locations. Okay. Now you tell me one search head searching for 4 different location is best, is fast, or having 2 search heads, the same query, whatever search head manager is there. This is like one search head, and this is search head 1, and this is search head 2. Now, which one is faster? Tell me. Which one is faster? Huh?
వైట్ దానిలో ఉందా లాస్ట్ లో
So these two are better, right?
Yes, sir.
Means like the data, whatever it comes here, okay, this search head master, these two are best, right? Using both. Okay, take 50% of work here, another 50% of work here. This will do 50% of the task by searching all of the data, and remaining half work, like another 30 to say for example 15 minutes means 7.5 duration, like this is 7 o'clock to 7:15 data I want to collect. So 7 to 7.5 minutes data it will be searching by this one. Remaining 7:15 onward, 7 hours, 7 minutes, 30 seconds onwards data will be searched by this search head. So within half the time you have searched all the data, and this search head will combine the data and it will display the result here. So within like half the time you have, so more search heads you have, the lesser the time it takes to search the data. Got it? Okay, so multiple clusters, why we are showing here? Okay, this is a cluster. You might be having multiple indexes, say for example, multiple indexes, indexes. These are all clusters, and these are indexers. Index 1, index 2, index 3, index 1, index 2, index 3. Because redundancy you will get. If this one gets failed, you have here backup. Okay, so many locations you have, and it will be more useful to display the data very fast. You can partition the data, like first 50% work you do, first 50% this search head will do, and remaining 50% of the time search head will be taken care by this search head searching thing. And within 50%, enterprise systems will work like this. Search head manager will be there, then search heads will be there. In the clusters you have the indexes. Okay, so to manage this entire clusters of things, okay, you need the cluster master. Okay, and you should have the license master also, who will be managing the licenses, like who should have which permissions, what permissions, all those things will be their license manager. This license manager is this one only. Okay, you go here, settings, licensing. Okay, this is your license manager. Okay, you can do add licensing, do whatever you want. Okay, now I have added the license. I don't have no issues now. Okay, I think what is my license usage report? Unlimited. Okay, no problem. It is a valid. Okay, it expires in 3038, so no problem. It is everything is fine. Okay, now let's get back to our main funda, whatever we have. Come on, guys. Okay, so now the real thing starts, whichever we have seen in our whatever the implementation classes. Now we are going to what is architecture and planning related classes, right? So those things now we are going to discuss here. Okay, so you can have 2 types of deployments, that is single server deployment or multiple things. Okay, where single server means like you have for training and demo, whatever you are using, right, learning. Okay, like you're searching, indexing, parsing, input, everything happens in the same machine. The same thing, whatever we have this machine now. Everything is here in the same machine. Okay, that is called as standalone. Remember that. Okay, If they ask you the interviewer if ask you which kind of deployment you work, you should never say standalone. Remember that. Standalone is not for real time. Standalone is for creating some proof of concepts or for your testing or for your learning sake. That's it. Not for any. Why it is? Because all the components are within the same system. But whereas when we discussed about the real-time aspects, we are telling this is one system, this is one system, this is one system, this is one system. Okay. And here searches are in different systems, and search master is another system, and the person who is trying to search is in another system. Real time it, and whether you believe it or not, and these indexers also, each indexer might be in different machines. Till like this also some real time. This is all under one cluster, but these are each one is one system. Each indexer is one system. They are copying in one indexer in one machine, another indexer in another machine. Like this also, some companies who are having huge amount of data, they use this type of clusters also. Whether I mean like people in real time, but you just tell them that you'll be having clusters with indexers, okay, and to reduce, like to make it very faster, multiple search engines you can use. If not, only one search engine will be using, reaching different clusters, okay, and the search engine will be there. That is a real-time implementation. This is the non-real time. It is just like whatever your training part, whatever we are doing, right, for that particular thing. So basic means, okay, something which we have created. I am sending logs from multiple forwarders to my machine. Example I am telling. Okay. So forwarders will be multiple. I have a simple server, like says very small office. Okay. And I'm keeping searcher, indexer, and parser. Okay. All in one system. Okay. But inputs, whatever I am sending from different machines. This is also some basic setup. Okay. And multiple instances, as I said. Okay. I said, right? Multiple indexers will be there, okay, from different sources. For what sake? These two, I'll be sending this to here, I'll be sending this to here, and as well as I'll be sending this logs to here, okay. So these two are coming here, and this one is sent here, like that. So forward different machines, you are selecting where it has to go and everything, okay. So inputs are multiple, okay. Indexes are multiple, where indexing and parsing will happen. What is meant by parsing? Converting the log, whatever you have got, into some unnecessary things you chop out, okay. Make them understandable in the format which Splunk can understand. That is called as parsing, okay. So once it gets in, it gets parsed. The logs gets understandable by what? This Splunk, okay. And the searching is the normal searching. It might be like somewhere on another machine also you can connect to those indexers and you can search those logs. Okay, this is multi-instance. Okay. So as I said, these things like search heads, if you use multiple things, okay, it will be helpful for you to redundantly, like within the less amount of time, you can capture those. What do you say? You can fasterly you can use this. Okay. Let's go through
More
these
efficient.
efficiently. Okay. So guys, I will upload the video, or I will take separate class on installing the Splunk. Okay. Because I don't want to waste the time. Okay. I'll be keeping a separate video for this for you guys. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can post me. I'll be able to help you guys also. Okay. Don't worry about that. So just forget about the installation part. Let's move. But these are the command lines which are very important for us. Okay. For anything. Okay. Once if you come to know that, if you are not able to launch Splunk, okay, like if you are giving the correct port number and everything, but still if you are not able to get it, okay, anything like this, then you have to do this thing. Splunk, okay. Start means it will start the Splunk D something, Splunk daemon. Okay, Splunk, whatever the software it is there, right? It will get started. Okay, if it is starting, but it is very slow, or if you are feeling like something in some issue is there, then use Splunk, then use the restart. Don't use these two commands, guys. Only use the word restart. Then it will restart the entire Splunk instance itself. If you want to stop it, just use stop. Okay. Okay. So if you are installing some license, if you want to upload some license directly from the command prompt, Splunk start license, accept license. Then if you click that, it will give you like all the license related agreement, all those things you will get it. Okay. Now see Splunk status. Okay. Let us see what is Splunk status. Okay. CD colon. Okay. C colon. Okay. Sorry. Colon. CD dot dot. CD dot dot. Okay.
Backslash. Backslash.
Yeah. 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 1 minute. Uh, Splunk. Okay. CD. I know it is in program files. CD. Program files. Okay. And I would like to go to Splunk. Okay. Now in that bin folder. Okay. Yeah, here this is the location where the Splunk will be there. Let me show you guys here. Okay. Go here. Go to the C. Go to the program files. Go to Splunk. Go to the bin. You see Splunk exe file is there, right? Go to that location. This exe file will get executed now. Okay. Splunk. Okay. What I am doing? Okay. Status I want to check. Status of the Splunk. Okay. Splunk is running. Splunk daemon is running now. The port something. PID process ID at this particular. It is running. We are running, right? Correct, right? Same way, if it is stopped, it will show stop. Okay. If it is whatever it is the status, okay, it will be giving the updated status. Okay. So now I want to know the show Splunk show, like whatever the web port we have, right? I want to see that port. What is the ID? Show web port. Okay. It is asking username. Okay. Now. Okay. So it showed this thing, but I am using HTTPS port. So that's why it is 8001. This is I am using HTTPS port. If you see, so that is 8001. But for you guys, it will show 8000 only. No need to worry. Okay. Okay. Where it is?
Raghav, you are using commercial
No,
Splunk
no, no.
or
Normal only. I changed for my sake, for something experiments. Okay.
okay.
Don't worry. Okay. You will get 8000
But
only.
the time you showed valid 2038, 2038 up to
That is this thing, right? License.
validity.
This one, this I'll give it to you guys. It's already
Ah,
there with me. Don't worry. Okay. You are talking about this one,
oh, okay.
this unlimited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you. Don't worry. Okay. This it is there. Okay.
That is a free of thing or
Yes,
a
yes, yes.
commercial?
Free one only. I got it from somewhere. I'll give you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, where it went, we lost somewhere. We lost somewhere. Where we lost? We have lost somewhere.
Command prompt.
Yeah.
Checking the command.
Here. Okay. Yeah. So there are some commands are there. Just go through them. Okay. Instead of that, those are the main commands which we have to getting in. Okay. Now, who is handling the parsing now? Here, tell me.
Indexer.
Yes, remember that.
In
Okay. But other SIM tools parsing will be happened at the source only. Okay. But other things, commercial products. Okay. Okay. But in Splunk parsing where it happens at indexer. Just remember that. Okay. Huh? And license meter is very much important here. Okay. Someone is sending the logs. You have bought it for, okay, maybe per day for free users 500 MB of logs. Correct, right? Parsing. Okay. But you are continuously sending. Now it is 1 GB of logs. Okay. Now what happens? Tell me.
Won't accept.
After 500
Parsing will
MB,
not happen.
it doesn't parse. It doesn't parse.
Yes.
Okay. So it will throw you like, okay, you will get logs, but you won't see them or you cannot access the search. Okay. Got it? Okay. Then it will be sent to the indexer, right? Indexer itself doesn't show you anything. Okay, there. So license meter is important. Okay. Not for you guys, for admins. Okay. But not for us. Universal forward is there. Wherever you install, just point from which folder you are pulling the logs. Okay. And forwarding it to the indexer. That you will be doing it. I will show you clearly by taking one of your PCs and installing the forwarder and indexer if you have not installed any point of time. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, so the inputs, different kinds of inputs you can give, like you point them to some directories or files or something, or you can point out to the network data, or you can scripts or Windows logs or HTTP logs, anything, web server logs or anything. Okay, all those things you can actually feed as data as an input to your indexer. Okay, and as I said, what and all will get as added over there. As I said, source, host, and source type and indexer. All these fields will be getting added at the where? When we are forwarding. Okay. When we are indexing, this data will be adding it to whom? To the log, whatever we received at our index. Correct, right? Oh, from this source I have received, and this is the host name which has sent me this log, and this is the source type of it, and this is the index where I'm getting stored. That it will be putting by the indexer. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then, yeah. So as this thing we have seen it, adding the data, all those things we have seen it. No need to further get into that things. Let me, because today we have to finish this part. Okay, let's stop today. Tomorrow onwards we'll start searching the real assessments. We will start doing queries and everything. Okay, is this clear from on the
Yes,
desk?
sir.
Little clear for you guys, right? What's happening here? Parsing means nothing. Remember, this is important thing. Okay, there will be 4 interview questions you will get. Aggregator I will explain later. Okay, correlation or aggregation is there is something, but parsing is totally different. Parsing means, okay, okay,
Converting unreadable format to readable format. That's it.
yeah, no, yeah, and
For
parsing means, okay, this part is this. You got a text format, correct, right? Something, correct, right? You got in there some text format like timestamp, something like 10/2/30, something, some date, something. Who is telling that this is time? Okay, this is process ID. Sorry, this is a host name. This is process ID. Okay, this is process name. This is process ID. Like that, who is telling? It is the parser which is telling. Parser is a intelligent program which understand the log and applies the context. Now, is it clear what is meant by parser? It takes
yes.
the data, converts it into whatever the understandable format of what? The indexer. Correct, right? Guys,
Yes, yes, Raghav.
Yes, it is adding. So parser will always, if some information, even if it doesn't understand it, it will leave like that. Okay, it doesn't take care of it. Whatever it can do, it has done its task. Okay, parser do whatever it understands, it will do that. Sometimes some parsers, okay, are written in such a way, custom parsers they say. Even I have not never used it. Okay, but what they'll do is, okay, like I have not implemented. Okay, I have not implemented any custom parser. I'm not expert in that, but I'll tell you. I am getting the say for example credit card number 443322 something. Okay, so parser what it will do, the code is written in a such a way that if this particular field is observed, this particular text 16-digit number, if it is observed, then it must be a credit card. I know that. If this is a timestamp, okay, this is a timestamp like that. Understand this text and parses it to timestamp. Understands this thing. SSH means it is a, after this thing, it will be some process ID. It will be process name, something like that. So this, if it understands it, this will be converted into like 4xxxx 43 something like that. It will be converting because it is masking the logs when it is getting stored into the index as per the rules, where you should not store the customer credit card or debit card information in your database anywhere apart from when you are processing it somewhere. Here you are not using, you are just using it for logs, right? You should not, as is, you should not keep it. Okay. Okay. You should not, as is, you should not use it. You have to convert it. Got it right? Okay. So parser will be taking care of converting this and whatever the credit card in between, putting XXXXXX and last 43 something, just for someone to check whether this credit card number belongs to this user or not. Correct, right? Last two digits, whether it belongs to him or not. Okay. So, but whoever is seeing the logs, they won't come to know about the credit card number at all. Parser will take care of that. Not only like understanding which part and all are belongs to which thing, and also modifying the logs to certain extent where the changes will be like for kind of banking policies or security policies or security controls, like those things you can apply. Parser can be used. Okay, is it clear? Okay.
Clear, Raghav.
Sometimes companies they say that username should not be displayed. If the traffic is from external, username should not be displayed. Instead of username, hashed username should be displayed. So algorithm will be applied in the parser that wherever it comes to know that this is the username, it will convert into some hashed username. Okay, it applies some hash to that username and converts into some different format. Okay, got it, guys? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, who are seeing the logs, they will not come to know the username since it is a banking transaction related data. When he is checking like whether transaction is failed or not, it doesn't require for him to see username and this thing. Whether the transaction is failed or not, he will check. Okay. For this hashed user, please check whether the transaction is getting or not. So that much it is enough. Okay. So today this is enough for us. From tomorrow onwards, we are going to start the commands directly. Okay. So tomorrow we'll do some secure logs on that particular complete different types of logs. We will, dashboards. As we'll write the queries, we'll create dashboards and we will create some different types of what do you say? Dashboards. We'll see tomorrow. We'll see. Okay. Okay, guys. That's all for today. Take
Okay,
care.
sir.
Any